This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe, and let's get right into the news. All right, so we got Kevin Liles, all right? He ducked a major court case, all right? So they were trying to bring up some old stuff that would have put him away for, like, it would have got him in a lot of trouble at least. Especially if it went to trial, they would have highlighted everything and he would have been tarnished. Now, he had this legal battle of a resurfaced, decades-old accusation in a New York federal courtroom. The case came up, obviously, around the Diddy stuff, right? Like, a lot of people... Damn, I can't even remember all the people that were getting accused of stuff. There were so many people just getting accused of. Obviously, Russell. You know, he's always been accused, right? He's quietly settled a lot of those problems. But anyways... the case came to an abrupt end after the judge ruled that an original settlement blocked the claims of moving forward. So basically, Kevin Liles made this go away a long time ago. Now, that's... Even if nothing happened, sometimes it's cheaper to make it go away for someone of his status because it could tarnish him in the industry forever. So it was dismissed with prejudice, determined that an agreement signed nearly 20 years ago prevented an anonymous plaintiff from returning to court with new allegations tied to the events. Someone ran out of money and wanted him to pay up. That's nasty work. All right, so next up... Hold on, let me get to the thing. Alrighty, so now we got Young Thug. Okay, he's dropping music video. I'm gonna be honest with you. All right, this guy needs Gunna more than ever. Okay, it's just trash, bro. I'm gonna be honest. Like, he just keeps dropping hot trash. It's trash, bro. It's Young Thug. I'm glad he's home, right? Because they didn't really have a case against him, a solid case. Glad he's home for his kids and everything. But, yo, he's got to make it. I don't care what you say. He's got to make it right with Gunna. Gunna's popping out with Dave East, all these people. All these people don't care, right? To me, he didn't even really snitch, right? But to some people, he did, because he just took the mere fact that he said YSL was a gang. A lot of other people did it. His own brother did it, and he said he told his brother to do it. That's lies, bro. It's lies, okay? Listen. Gunna's making better music than this guy. It is what it is. I think it's just too far gone at this point. I don't think Gunna would even trust being cool with him again. Understandably so. It's nasty out here, man. It's like Gunna thought he was... Young Thug thought he was making a big point. He was going to ruin Gunna's career, and it backfired. Honestly, I'm glad it backfired. You know? Because you can't just come out like... You can't just come out and say stuff like... You can't just come out and accuse somebody of being a snitch when there's not a lot of evidence. And then a police tape drops with you. There's something wrong with some people. Like, even Future. In Future, right? I don't think it's Future's fault. But Future's brother, stepbrother... Your brother just signed a $70 million deal. I think it ended up being over $100 million for, like... publishing, all this kind of stuff, right? How the hell are you getting caught in a bando trap house with fentanyl? How? You're gone. Even if you have the best lawyer in the world, you're not beating that. You might get... I've never seen anybody beat... Like, I've never heard of somebody getting caught with that much fentanyl and then even coming home. So even if he's the third wheel in it, right? He's doing 20 years out of his life. That is crazy. Nothing is worth losing that much time of your life. Nothing. And he should know better. They're old. They're older. We're not young. Yo, bro. Lil Uzi and all these guys that are under Jay-Z, they will do anything for Jay-Z. I cannot believe we're repeating the title thing from 10 years ago. We already talked about this, but Lil Uzi Vert, he signed with Roc Nation Distribution. Now, It's a fully independent and keep your own. You keep ownership of your masters. Duh, it's independent. It's like TuneCore. Okay, of course you keep your masters. But he's gonna try to repackage TuneCore and everything under Roc Nation. Now, this would have been a smart move 5 years ago, maybe 7 years ago. But right now, it's kind of old and tainted. Like, what is Roc Nation gonna do for you for 15%? Nothing. They're not going to put any money up. They're trying to copy a United Masters deal. Let's see. What is a United Masters deal? Let's see. What is split with United Masters? Okay, so paid membership to automatically divide the royalty earnings with collaborators on a track. I don't know how this works. Split pay. You can split it up. How much of your music earnings do you keep with United Masters? And this is Steve Stout's thing, right? You keep 100% of your royalties. And then debut, 90% for the artist, 10% for United Artists. Debut plus 100% for the artist, $20 a month. And then 100% for the artist, $59 a year. All right, so for free, to upload for free, they keep 10%. Which isn't, I mean, it's a kind of a trick, but it's still, yo, bro, if you go pay with TuneCore, you pay once a year per project. I mean, that's still kind of crazy. What do they do for you? What do they do for you? That's what I want to know. Like, it's just crazy how they continue to find ways to screw artists over. Like, let's trick them into this. You got to believe in yourself, to be honest with you. WAC 100, and it takes long. You're not going to just do a couple promotions and things are going to take off. You got to promote yourself for years, a year at least, to see some chart and attraction. WAC 100 exposes Chrisean Rock for pulling up with 20 bullets. Yeah, that was crazy. The Zeus thing where she thought she was going to press. Now she's pressing Blueface and WAC 100. She's trying to press them for attention. But she's the problem, man. Rick Ross, when is this going to catch up with him? He has a new girl, right? He goes through about, like, I'd say like 4 females a year, and he always brings them a lot of attention with the blogs. But at one point, he's going to mess with the wrong girl. Mark my words, he's going to mess with the wrong girl. First of all, what happened to his partnership with Big Meech? What happened to that? At the beginning of the year, they were going to be partners, and they were going to do this. You haven't seen him with Big Meech since. We'll get more into that later. Rick Ross is going to mess with the wrong girl that feels really slighted afterwards. I don't care how much money he gives her, because he's probably promising in the world, yo, you my girl, baby. And then one girl's going to accuse him of something, and it's going to stick. I'm not wishing that on him, but, like, you're playing with fire, bro. Like, you're putting girls on jets, Rolls Royces, all this, and then you take it all away. You pull the rug from under them. You do a rug pull at one point. So one girl's going to get pissed, bro. One girl's going to get pissed, and they're going to want revenge. Benzino cries over ruining his relationship with his daughter. Do I feel bad for him? I mean, it's a shame because, I mean, think about it. When did that happen? It started 5 years ago. We'll say 4 years ago. Benzino's 60, okay? Benzino's 60 years old. Okay? And, you know, his excuse is, yo, I'm in shape. Cool, you're in shape. All right? But, bro, your mind isn't in shape. Your mind is... You picked a fight publicly with your daughter on the internet. I don't care what she says, right? A mature response as a father would have been, I can't believe she feels that way. And I hope she reaches out to me so we can talk. That's it. That should be your response. Not say, I did this for her. I did that for her. Just say, I took care of her to the best of my ability. I know me and her mother don't get along so well, and I hope she reaches out to me so we could talk, because honestly, you know, he should have met it with love. He met it with aggression, and you could tell that Benzino was just he's just a toxic person. I don't think he has a relationship with any of his kids, okay? And he can't, and he has so many baby moms that he has bad relationships with. He stalks one of them. He's always on police video stalking her. And he's crying, oh, I can't believe. He's always crying, you know, passionately, because he stalked the girl. She called the cops on him. Go look at his police videos. I mean, I'm not making this up. All right, something wrong with this guy, man. So yeah, I feel bad for Coy Leray, honestly, because she can't have a relationship with her father. I don't really feel bad for Benzino. You were 55 when you started beefing with your daughter. You should have known better, bro. You're 55 years old. You've been through life. She's the young one. All right, so as we see, nobody messes with Meech anymore. Only people that want to feel like they're still connected to BMF or something. Like, you don't see anybody that Fabulous ain't pulling up on him. Jeezy isn't pulling up on him. Nobody's pulling up on him. Blue Da Vinci was right about Big Meech. We all, including myself, owe Blue Da Vinci an apology. I always say that. He was right about Big Meech. Did Big Meech take risks? Obviously. Do I respect that? In a way, I mean, part of me is like, yeah, because there was a time in our life where like that kind of life was kind of glorified. But as you get older, you're like, that life was dumb. It cost him 20 years of his life, you know? Relationship with his kid and everything, you know? So it's like, it's not really that cool, but like, you know, he took risks. It is what it is. I don't have the heart to do what he did. But I also don't have the heart to go to jail. But something's up with him. I mean, to have all these fallouts in his life, you know, and people that don't want to pull up on him, you know, like 42 Doug pulling up on him means nothing. 42 Doug didn't even know him back in the day. Maybe his family did, but he didn't, you know? So it's like the people that are pulling up on him didn't know him in 2005 when he went to jail or prior, you know? Like T Grizzly, these people, they just want to be down with that to feel like they're cool. No shade to T Grizzly, you know? 50 Cent, obviously, he did some interview. Like, Big Meech just did an interview talking about, the bad thing about the internet is everyone has an opinion. He's basically coming at 50 Cent talking about that. But it's like, dude, there's so much evidence against you. Like, if he drops that Tammy Cowan's documentary, which I don't think 50 Cent will, I think he got the result he wanted. He wanted to kill his own show, so Big Meech didn't have anything to stand on. And as you see, Big Meech doing an interview now means nothing. Any interview with Big Meech doesn't go viral. When he came home, and if he had kept his relationship with 50, his first interview, he would have got paid a lot of money for, and it would have gone viral. And he could have made a lot of money just doing interviews, right? And then leveraged into club performances and everything. But he messed it all up. I mean, the fall off of coming home has to be the worst come home I've ever seen. Bax B is getting a bigger come home than Big Meech did. It's crazy. It's insane. The only thing Floyd Mayweather pulled up with him with some money. Okay. That's it. That's it. Max B's having a bigger come home than Big Meech, bro. And Big Meech fed a lot of people, bro. That's just craziness. Anyways, this is JordanTower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe, and if you want to run ads on the channel, I suggest you do, because the rates are slashed for the holidays, so you can afford it, because I know you got gifts to buy people and everything. So holla at me. Let's lock it in. Appreciate you. Peace.